Welcome to Helsinki and welcome to the Cyberphoto and Canon event, and we are here with our special guest Pasi.
Hello everybody.
And my name is Olli Turtiainen. I'm a product specialist from the product marketing for the Canon Nordic. And Pasi is our long-term Canon photographer and streaming and video and event photographer.
Yeah. So let me give you a short introduction who I am and what I do. So I started taking photos in the 90s, started taking skateboarding photos first. That was kind of like a hobby for me, never ever thought about it could be my job, but it eventually comes to a job for me. So first skateboarding, then snowboarding, and then snowboarding was like my professional for like 10 years. So I shoot snowboarding around the world with the world's best snowboarders like 10 years in a row, and then kind of live out from that. Of course, the social media and all these things came into play on the same time, so it wasn't anymore that like practical to run around the world. And then I just started to take photos for the companies and taking photos and videos and live streams for the big companies in Finland. Now focusing like marketing, advertising and communication. That's the kind of my deal nowadays. As you can see in the photo there, probably some of you Swedish guests could see the bottom left photo, could see where it's taken from. I would give a hint, it's close by you there. So, is there anything else that you want to mention from my side, what I do?
I think Pasi, you will show what is your way of working and workflow and what tools you are using. So
yeah,
that will be clearer in.
Okay, let's continue the presentation. So we're gonna have like 4 different areas where we're gonna cover, like a one camera setup. This is my go-to tool, Canon C80. And we're gonna have a short introduction about those ones, and then we're gonna have like 2 camera setups. I'm gonna have like a few examples, and then we're gonna have one setup shot over here so we can see actually what it looks like to have like a 2 camera setup. Then we're gonna talk a little bit about the hybrid productions, where I'm gonna shoot stills and video at the same time, and then the streaming setups also. So let's continue. So,
jag heter Jesper Sundqvist och jobbar som processoperatör återvinningen. Ja, vi håller koll på vår avdelning och ser så att vi kör rätt produktion, rätt kvalitet och ser till så att allting funkar. Vi sitter in ungefär 50% av skiftet och styr.
So you have been shooting with
så är vi ute 50% av de delar så att det ser rätt ut på avdelningen.
Yes. So I'm gonna stop.
Det är väldigt varierande. Ena dagen är ju aldrig den andra lik.
Main angle, this one.
Som sagt, vi är ute och kollar.
It didn't stop there, so it blew out immediately. So yeah, that was shot pretty close to you guys in Husum. I was taking video and stills at the Husum for Metsä. So that was shot mainly with this camera, the C80. And also I had like DJI drone over there. As you can see, there was drone shots. And we also had like, I was there by myself. I was the only camera crew member there. Of course, there was like guys from the Metsä also there. So yeah, I got the C70 on DJI running and C80 main camera, which was taking also the interviews with the C80. So as you could see, probably, I don't know, did you get a chance to figure it out, that one? There was like, it was shot 4K with the C80. So first ones was like a little bit wider shots, and then we get a little bit tighter ones also there. So we can crop on one image because the end result was full HD. So you don't need to have like a crop it already. You can crop on a post. I'm gonna show little examples how does it look there. So that's this camera there with the Rode microphone and one light. heading to the person, as you can see on the image on the left. Then I normally use my gear. I always carry those with the cart because one-man army with the cart is efficient, so you can have all the gears with you. Yeah. Is there only anything that you wanna ask about this one?
No, it's I think the cart one is something that you are famous, very famous for.
Yeah, at least in Finland, people are like always seeing, because my social media is basically behind the scenes shots, because there's no sense to, or I can't show that much actual footage because it's made for the companies. So I rather share my PTS material, and my card and me rolling around the Finnish companies are kind of often seen there. Yes. And hey guys, if you have any questions, we have a chat open. We can see both me and Olli we can see the chat, so you can freely stop us anytime and ask on the chat. And of course, we're gonna answer those later on. So please stop us if you have any questions. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next setup. It's a two-camera setup. Let me have a
niin
little
kuin mestarin tuhansia kertoja harjoittelema kulmapotku. Se on muutamat askeleet, selkeä potku, yksi kaari ja yksi polku. Mä uskon, että kun asettaa itselleen tarpeeksi selkeän päämäärän ja ankkuroi sen sopivasti 5 tai 10 vuoden päähän, niin se polku on huomattavasti helpompi kulkea, kun sä olet jo laittanut
so basically, the main camera is kind of the important one on these ones, because you have the sound on it, and that's very important on these ones. Oh, sorry. I was explaining, there was a chat question, it's very hard to hear what I say when the video is rolling. So I was saying that the close-up shots was with the C80 and the wide-angle PTS shot was with the C70. And as you can see on a video, it was digitally zoomed afterwards, so it looks like a nice zoomed in the shot. It wasn't zoomed on a camera itself. So yeah, I'll try to be next time quiet when the video is rolling on. Yeah. So what I was explaining the camera. Yeah. So the main camera is kind of crucial one. You have the microphones on it, so you have the really good audio. Example C80, C50, both have like really good audio interface, so you can have those ones on your main camera. And the second camera is not that crucial sound-wise. Of course, image-wise, it's nice to have a good one. So I got the C70, but it could be R5, R6, or it could be even the small. I kind of like the small one.
Yes, R50V.
Yeah, 50V. This is kind of nice one. This is so small and tiny. So that could be a good one, like a B-roll, the B camera shot.
And of the audio, you record audio with the same device or with the external devices nowadays?
Yeah, I have audio recorded to my Canon, the C80, because this one have like a really nice feature. You can have audio on a manual, what you probably think that's good one, and then you have a separate channel to have an automatic over there. So that's kind of like a lifesaver, have like a 4-channel. You can have 2 microphones set up on this one, and both can have manual and then also the automatic.
So you have a spare channels there if anything.
Yeah, that's really nice to have the spare one, because you never know if speaker can go really low the voice, or like we have this one. So it's good to have like an automatic one, and then also the manual one to have the volume that it doesn't like how could I say, it doesn't bump if there's like a silent tracks or something like that. Yeah. Was there anything else for that? Yeah, there was I'll show you. It's gonna be on the next slide. There's like a few BTS material from that shot. So it's kind of hectic one. There's a three cameras. Now there's no audio, so I can talk on this one. Yeah, I had like a few like monitors there, so I can see. I was behind my main camera, and then I had like a next one, the wide angle one. I have like a huge screen over there, so I can see what's happening there, so I can monitor both cameras. Then when we shot like those other materials, I had Holyland wireless transmitter and my iPad, so I could give my iPad to my client, and he could see what I'm shooting. So I can ask, "Is this what you want to see?"
So like a wireless monitoring for the client.
Yeah, wireless monitoring for the client. It's super convenient to have like a iPad there, because you have like a power on it, you have the app on it, so you don't need to, you don't need to have like external batteries and cables and everything like that. So you just plug your Holyland over here with the HDMI or SDI, and then it transmits to the Holyland app.
And so no major or not any delays.
There's there's tiny delay, but nothing that
not crucial for such productions.
Yeah, nothing like that. So you can easily you can monitor by yourself also with the iPad. Yeah. Good. So it's like I don't know how many milliseconds it is, but it's kind of
just a little.
Yeah, just a little. Nothing much. Yeah. Okay. Let's go on the next one.
No mä oon Suurosen Tiina ja mä oon arkkileikkuri, operaattori ja sitten lastausoperaattori. No mä oon alun perin opiskellut puutekniikkaa, mutta sitten oon tänne oppisopimuksen kautta tullut ja käynyt siinä sitten ton prosessipuolen koulutuksen. Oppisopimuskoulutuksessahan mua kiinnosti sitten mua kokonaisvaltaisesti ihan tää ala oli sellainen, että mikä kiinnosti kyllä kovasti. Ja olin niin kuin ajatellut sen, että täällä on mahdollista kyllä sitten opetella kyllä monenlaista asiaa ja se on kyllä käytännössäkin toteutunut. Ja sitten on ollut hirveän niin kuin mielenkiintoista, kun on käynyt näissä koulutuksissa ja on päässyt kiertämään ympäri Suomen eri tehtaissa, niin se on ollut tosi mielenkiintoista. Meillä on aika vahvasti läsnä täällä meidän yksikössä tämä moniosaaminen.
Okay, that was one also. Yeah, in a chat was question, no English on the video. No, that was for the Finnish audience, that video. So I wasn't showing what the Metsä is doing here. It was like a more purpose what I can do. So the first video was in Swedish, and then there was like a Finnish and Finnish. So my main clients are Finnish people. Of course, we do Finnish videos with the English subtitles, or English videos with the Finnish subtitles, or vice versa. So, yeah. So let's break down that shot. So we had C80 also there and C70 also there, and yeah, sorry guys, it wasn't, you're talking about in a chat that you're Swedish. I know you're Swedish, but I don't work that much in Sweden, so that's why those examples are in Finnish. Yeah, so let's break down that one. So I have the C80 and C70 both there for the interview. I don't know, did you get a chance to check that? So you have like a wider shot and the tighter one. So it was also with the C80 and C70. I'll show you the behind the scenes materials for that also. That's behind the scenes from that shot. So who was doing the interview knew that person, and she wasn't that like familiar to me. So I figured out it's easier for her that I'm away from her side. So she was looking the interview, and I was behind my monitors. I have 8 of them there, and I have like 2 monitors there, so I could monitor both my cameras on a bigger screen without the person looking me at any of time of those when they did the interview. I thought that would be more easier for the person to talk there. And that was with the ATEM Extreme doing the switching. It could be done whatever, it doesn't matter. I just had that one. And we could also have like a, just HDMI cables to the monitors also. And there you can see on a video also, I had Rode microphones, but then I had the Rode wireless microphones, but then I had, you can see the boom over there. I had like a spare voice with the shotgun microphone also there.
How about, do you need to interact with cameras when you are a little bit like hiding behind the monitors, or do you rely on autofocus, or is everything set to manual usually?
Nowadays I rely autofocus on these ones. Okay. It's really nice when people are doing like a little bit laying down. Yeah. Yes. So yes. Autofocus on those ones. Both cameras pick up really nicely the person. So yes. And the autofocus on these ones are kind of you can adjust the speed of the autofocus. Yes. It's really nice. It's like a soft autofocus. It's not like if it's
not too snappy.
Yeah, it's like not going back and forth. Yes. So it's really nice to have that one here. And we could also we have a setup here at the studio, similar setup than this one. So we could jump on that one now.
Yes, and demonstrate how.
I'm going to demonstrate that one. So Olli will change the look here. As you can see, the autofocus picks up me quite nicely. I'm going to demonstrate that one more time. So let's see how good that is. So I'm going to walk back to the stage and autofocus will pick me. There you go. So this is the similar setup what I had there. Now we have a, was that only RP or R6 over there? I can't remember, but there was like a smaller camera on a B cam now. But probably you can see the difference.
Yes.
A camera is the C80 over there with the tighter shot, and the wider angle is over there, the R series. And the behind the scenes camera is over there. So that would be the place where the person who is doing the interview, we kind of never looked straight to the cameras on the interview. So we rather look on the side, and also the light is done like looks better when I'm looking the side. So this could be the interview section over there.
And Pasi, you are just having like a one light that is
yes,
pointing from the direction where the interviewer is coming
yeah.
from.
I kind of like these dramatical shots. We could have like some light on the background, but I thought it would be like nice to show for the people that one light is enough. That light over there, what you can see on the behind the scenes material, that doesn't affect me because it's turned that much away from me. So I'm the only one who's been, that one light is only one which is picking me. So you don't need to have like tons of gear if you're doing interviews. So basically you could do with the one camera, one light, and that would be enough to have like two different looks from the one image, and then one light to have like a nice lighting. Of course, if you have background, as you could see on the video what was shot in Metsä Husum, there was that technical room on the background. So we need to balance the light to match the ambient light there. Now it's easy because we have only backdrop and one light, so we don't need to balance that. But you Swedish guys are so good in tech. So we have one little gadget from Sweden. It's a Lid Duo, like this small gadget. So you can measure your color balance. So you can measure your color balance of the light and also with the ambient. So you can match those if you have a light that can change the colors.
Or if you like to have a color balance, the contrast between the colors with the lights, so that is
yes.
then also possible.
Indeed, yeah. Any question about this setup? I'm looking at the chat. Is there anything coming in? Examples in the Finnish video was nice. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that one. Okay. Let's continue. Should I show you one more time? I'm going to show these ones, closer shots of these ones. So this is the BTS, then I'm here, and then also the closer one. So you can see the difference better than in a big screen. Like that. And as you can see, I'm using the item here to have the split screen. We could also record this one isolated in HDMI. Not HDMI, HD. So you can also record on item and use that one on your recording. So you don't need to record on a camera if you don't need to have those big resolutions, or you want to record also your screen if you have that one. And there is a question, can you match the brightness cam to 3? Sorry, probably I can try to match those. I was pretty sure that you won't see the difference on a live. So I'm gonna have like a little darker the main cam. And probably if you saw that there was like a cam 1 is best, your black shirt is way more visible. That is probably because that's a bit more expensive camera, so there you can see the difference.
Yeah, so I think it might be even EOS R or original R6 and then Cinema EOS camera that you are now using.
That's true. That's old EOS R. So you can see the bit difference on that one.
Yeah. So it's a original EOS R from the 2018, and then is it C80? C80.
Yeah.
80 is the one. So the C80 is of course also having a lot more dynamics, and the tones are nicer for the.
That's true. That's true.
For the cloth and.
But on a post, you probably could match those better. This was like I was like a more showing how to set up the cameras, and it doesn't kind of matter for now what the camera is. Okay. Was there any other questions on that one? But that was good pick up that one, that cam 1 was the best, because he kind of was the best.
Yes. Yes. So the 7 years difference and the design for the cinematic productions.
And also the price point is a bit different.
Yes. Yes.
So there's a reason why it was a bit better.
Yes.
Okay. Let's continue the next one. Oh, there's one question. Let me ask that one first. That's true. If you use the ATEM, you can record on ATEM, and you can also record on your cameras. And on a Resolve, you can you can put the original file top of the ATEM recording if you want to do that.
Yes, like use it as a project.
Yeah.
Like a Resolve project file.
Yeah, and I have done that also on those cases where I record my laptop. You know, there's like example those lectures what medicine companies do. They have people talking to camera, and then they also have presentation. Yes. So I have recorded both the presentation and the recording to the ATEM, and then afterwards change the original file.
You will just replace it with the real one.
Yeah, and that's really nice style to do that, because then you have your voice, video, and also the screen what the people have showed.
Yes.
match it together. So you don't need to figure it out later on if you have those presentation on a PDF and which one he was talking and stuff like that.
Yes. And when recording with ATEM ISO models, you can have all cameras,
individually recorded. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So all channels will be there.
Yeah, all channels will be recorded individually, and then also the program out. So it's really nice and convenient style to have that. That's easy workflow.
And saving time.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue the hybrid productions. I'm gonna get my hybrid setup. So when I'm shooting hybrid production, we have like in most cases I shoot with these Canon DSLRs, or not anymore DSLRs, mirrorless cameras.
Hybrid ones.
The hybrid ones. So
still hybrids.
Yeah, and then I use the Black Rabbit double breath, so you can easily carry two cameras. And sometimes, as you can see in a photo was there a while ago, there was third camera also. So you can have like a third camera also here.
And I noticed you are using 28 to 70 2.0, so that you have been using already for 7 years more or less.
Is this old?
No, not maybe, but almost.
Yeah, this is my.
I think it's already from the 2018.
Yeah, because I ordered this one before I saw this one.
Yes.
I would tell
8 years.
Yeah, I would tell a funny story. Olli told me that there's gonna be a nice new lens. I was like, damn, that sounds so good. So that's gonna be my to-go lens for everything. So it's gonna be a nice one. Then I received this one. I was like, I have this little Coke bottle size lens, so it's not gonna be like my pocket lens. I was like so, I don't know, anxious to see this one and use this like also at the outside of the work, like my hobby camera. But it wasn't that one. But this lens is super good. This is my to-go lens, basically for everything. Yeah.
And it has replaced quite a lot your primes.
It kind of haven't replaced primes. I still have 50 millimeter, 135 millimeter, but I didn't take the 85 millimeter because of this one.
Yes.
So it changed that one. Yeah.
Yes.
To replace that one. Yeah, this is super nice.
Yes.
For stills and also for videos. I just shot a commercial only with this lens and the C80. So good one for that. Yeah. Okay, let's continue the hybrid productions. So I use two cameras. Normally I have if there's a hybrid production, I have like a similar lens on those both. Another one is like a more dedicated to a video, and another one more for the stills. Yes. But in cases that you need to have wide angle and a little bit longer, then we just have to deal with that. You're gonna shoot same camera, stills and video, and that's kind of easy nowadays, or have been like I don't know how many years, because you can. There's those custom modes. So when I'm shooting still, normally I have my manual mode. This is on a still, this one. So when I press the rec, it will take my custom settings, what I want to have. So I don't need to switch back and forth from still and video if the kind of still is the key and then the video is nice to have.
So the hidden feature. Custom mode 3 that has been already since original EOS R camera. So when you are shooting stills and then hit rec button, it switches automatically to video custom 3. So you can have your video settings there, and when you stop recording video, it returns back to your previous still settings.
Yeah. And it was custom 3, so C3,
yes,
not C1 and C2, so C3.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So if you try that one, just remember that one.
So EOS R5, R5 Mark II, and the EOS R, original EOS R, and then R1 and R3. So all the cameras that are not having the thing that you need to rotate, rotate, but just a mode button.
Any question about the hybrid ones? I still tell a little bit more about those. So I tend to have on big hybrid ones 3 cameras. One is on a gimbal, and 2 is on with me. So one gimbal video have like a nice smooth video rolling in events, and then the both cameras are easy to access on this one. So you can just leave your gimbal somewhere and forget that for a while, and then just keep on shooting with these ones.
Do you use digital stabilizer?
I use the Inter ones, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, in a video on these ones, yeah.
So it's cropping a little bit, but then you don't need gimbals that much.
Yeah. I would say gimbal is good one if you need to walk around in an event venue or stuff like that.
Yes.
But if I'm shooting like that, if you don't have a IS on a lens, then you probably want to have the digital one used on. And I also use that one on C80 quite often. Yeah.
Yes, and I think that is quite a lot underestimated. So people think that it is something negative, but it actually can do different corrections than the optical ones, and also rotate the whole thing, and it just crops a little bit or a little more if you use more effective digital.
Yeah. But with example like I think I had like R5 or R6, the first models. Then I had a 15 to 35 millimeter lens.
Yes.
I was shooting one event, and I literally walked with that one, and the image quality was that you can't see that I had like a gimbal or didn't have the gimbal. So it was the stabilization is really good on those ones.
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. Let's see on the chat. Is there any questions coming on the hybrid productions?
And just curious, how much you are shooting stills or videos nowadays? Is it 50-50 or?
It's kind of funny. It's not. It could be, if you think like a calendar year, it could be 50-50. But somehow,
it's seasonal.
I can't even say it's seasonal. It's like, I don't know. Sometimes you just have like a few weeks that you shoot only video. Then you don't shoot like a video in a month. I don't know. I don't know why it's like that. But it could be. I would say it's maybe 60 or 70% stills and 30% video, probably. But I haven't ever calculated that one.
Yes.
But there's also a lot of the example events that we have like 2 persons, one shooting video and one still.
One is concentrating to enten eller.
Yeah. I always try to sell to my clients if they want to have both, that there's 2 persons doing that, because you can't 100%
concentrate.
Yeah.
Concentrate and focus.
Yeah. If you are on a still mode, you need to figure out whole differently than in a video mode.
Yes.
You know, in a stills you need to capture in one image the whole event or what is happening, and
whole story.
Yeah, whole story, and then on a video, then you have to think about the storyline, how it's going.
Timeline, storyline, and
I'll always try to sell 2 persons over there. Hey, can you talk a bit more about the audio? I'm very interested how you record the audio on location. Yeah, we can talk about that one. I'm gonna get rid of these ones because my bag isn't that good shape, so I don't wanna carry these ones all the time if I don't need to. Yeah, the audio. I have like 2 kind of setups for the audio, and one setup is this one what we have over here. So we have like a shotgun microphone. This could be even if I do like an interview. If I would do interview with Olli, that could be good enough, or it is good enough. So I don't need to have like a lavaliers. This is a really nice one. And we can also have this one on a boom, as we saw on the Metsä case. Yes. There was boom, this one on a boom. And then also in a Finnish video, the jewelry guy, Olli, who was there on an interview, that was boom mic straight above. So yes. It's a good one. Can I show that one? I'll try that one. Oh, over here we can see that one. Want to put that one? So that's the one, the boom mic over here. So you can see the tripod, and that's like a, I would say, poor man's boom, or yes. or convenient boom. That's a Manfrotto backdrop. That pole. Yes. As you can see on behind, there's that cloth hanging there. That's also hanging with the same boom. So I have those with me every time, so I can hang those clothes so you can put the light through. And also I can put the boom mic over there.
Or if you get wet when you are visiting factories, that might sound. And this microphone, this is a mono one or?
That's a really good question. I have no idea, because most of the cases it's a dual mono. You don't have a stereos.
Yes, like now when we are speaking, it would be not that nice if me on right and you on left channel only. So it's
in I would say in almost all cases it's dual mono. So same left and right channel are both the same.
So this is now just like a monaural microphone phone connected to one mini XLR.
Yeah. And
so
then also, if I'm not using this one, the shotgun mic, I have lavaliers, as we have here. I don't know, can you see the lavaliers here? So we have lavaliers here. We could use the Rode, those small ones. I have the older video maker one. I guess that this capsule is the thing that makes the voice, so it doesn't matter that much which is the transmitter.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there any other questions about the audio recording? So I always record that on a camera.
Yes, and now you are having this like a mono-aural mic, but do you use built-in microphones for this as a spare in this case?
No, only in referral cases. That I have like example C70 there with no mics in, so there would be the internal mic to have at the referral voice, so you can easier in a post match those.
Yes, for cutting and mixing and matching.
Yeah.
And how about the audioscape of the location where you are shooting? Do you use that, or do you use that as a, let's say when you are shooting at the factories, or like, so do you use that also for the videos, or?
Rarely, because the clips are always like a short ones. So if we use the voice on the clips, it might sound a bit weird to have like if you're closer to machine, huge sound on the background, then you have like another shot over there and without that much sound. So rarely on those ambient voices.
No, not even for the atmosphere or the feeling.
We could record that one,
separately.
Yeah, separately, just like having the ambient something there. Yes. It doesn't need to be the right one, because no one knows, or someone would know, but no one will figure it out. It's recorded on that time or a different time. So yeah, we sometimes record the ambient voice, but normally we have some music on the background to get like the smooth flow of the video.
Yes.
Yeah. And let's go through one more time. So we have a example C80 and C50, C70 have two XLR inputs. C50 have normal ones, and C70 and C80 have like a
mini ones,
mini XLRs. So it can record 4 channels. You record like a 1 and 2 channel are the accessible, these ones, and 1 and 2, and channels 3 and 4 are like internal mixes of those, or how you can say
or also you can use minute jack.
Yeah, there's mini jack also. Yeah.
Minute jack, so you can use XLR ones, minute jack, or built-in microphones, and then combine 4 channels of those.
Let me ask. I'll put the question also here so I can see the questions, because that was. Oh, there you go. So, do you have an interview? Do you use camera? Oh, we get to that. Yeah.
Okay.
So lavaliers and the shotgun mics, whatever fits best.
I do remember that before Cinema EOS, can I say C70?
Yeah.
You were using quite a lot hybrid cameras for this video.
Yeah, yeah.
And that time, always like a separate audio recorders.
Yes. I had like a Zoom, is it Zoom 8? No, Zoom, you know, the handheld Zoom recorder. I had that one.
H4 or something
like that.
Yeah,
H4 or something like that, yeah.
Yes.
Haven't used that for a while. Yeah, I would say for one person shooting interviews, these are like the magic key for that.
Lifesaver and time saver.
Yeah, lifesaver and time saver. Of course, in image-wise also, because these ones have the built-in ND filters.
Yes.
So that saves a lot when you're jumping out from the scene to scene. Example, those Metsä videos, you're indoor, poor lighting, then you go outdoor, like really bright. You don't need to roll those ND filters top of the lens, so you can just use the internal built-in ND filters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or with the C50, for example, nowadays there are nice magnetic ones that you can. So it is also quick ones to use if you work as a single operator.
Or what I used before I get these ones, I have the EF lenses and then the RF EF adapter, which have the built-in ND filter.
Yes,
that was super nice.
From 1.5 to 9, if I remember it right.
Yeah.
And because Canon ND, even ND9 the autofocus was working.
Yeah, yeah. There was a question about the pros and cons of the PTG cameras versus mirrorless for the fixed podcast studio. I would say fixed podcast studio, I can't see like a use of the PTGs if it's fixed. It's more, those PTGs are more for the stage where you need to follow the people who's walking there and all those things. Yeah.
But the PTZ cameras are quite a lot also used at the podcast studio. So maybe if there is 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people discussing, so maybe also there you can have more dynamic sources, and you can remote control cameras while the people are discussing. So if the tech guy is sitting behind the glass or in other rooms, or not like interacting with the, I don't know.
Yeah, that could be a good one. Yeah, that would be a good one to have that one. I have like figured out that one doing more cameras. Yes. Fixed camera, because in a podcast studios, I have examples of the podcast studios over there coming in the show still. So I would say fixed cameras are easier for operator. Yes. So you can just see, of course you can have like on a PTG cameras, you can have those set up places where you can, yeah. But hey, let's go let's go forward. Streaming. So we can go on a podcast and streamings. So we have like 4 different setups for the streams now I built. So let's go on the light one first. So we have there 1 ATEM, 2 cameras, and this is made for outdoors also. So you can, I have there like an EcoFlow battery there, so you can run this without any mains, so you don't have to have power on it.
So you can operate ATEM cameras and computer and everything.
Yes.
So it's at 220.
Yeah. It's a normal like those EcoFlow or whatever brand battery packs.
Yes, so 220 power outlet.
And this setup is from the nice and glory COVID times. So we did a lot of streams and recordings outdoors. In Finland, there was like a straight restriction on the COVID time. I know you guys were more open-minded on that time, and you handled that way nicer than Finnish government allow us to handle the COVID time. So we had to have like a lot of restriction here.
And plan Bs and plan Cs.
Let's see, there's one question in a chat. There are motorized gimbals, so your mirrors can act as a PTG. Also, if you can record 4K or higher, you can crop to simulate PTG. Yeah, there is. You can have example those running gimbals. You can control that on a gimbal itself, or with the phone, or you can have separated gimbals on that. So yeah.
Yes, and there are also like a heavier PT jet heads for the even up to C400 cameras nowadays, and some of the Canon lenses jet series zooms are having that optional motor zoom, so then you can have really like a PT jet setup, and those are used nowadays even for the broadcast, like by the national broadcasters. But those are quite heavy, like a bigger gimbals for the bigger productions. And actually those the ones that are designed to be used with Canon cinema EOS cameras use the same XE protocol. So the gimbal and camera can be controlled with the same software or same hardware controller, or even with programmable keys then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was easy setup. There was like there's one camera was 1DX, the good old 1DX. That was good one on the streams, and then I would say that was the first Rs on that one. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's go on the another setup for the podcast setups, and this is nice one. So that wanna show only this camera for a second. This small one, this is super. I never thought about this could be the one that I built podcast studios, but image quality is super nice. I had like RF 50mm lenses and the kit lens what comes from the package.
Yes.
Can you put that one again?
Yes, and the APS-C, so the 50mm is like a 80mm-ish.
Yeah. As you can see in screen, there's like 3 cameras, 3 those V50s.
R50Vs.
Oh, R50Vs.
Yes.
I miss.
Yes.
It's only V50 there.
No,
sorry.
No worries.
Yeah, and these are recorded to YOLO box. That's I guess the only recorder that allows 4K signals to record. At least I found the 4K ones. So you can have 3 cameras recorded on a YOLO box, and you can have also the program and all those individual 3 channels. So 2 lights, 3 cameras, 1 YOLO box, and sounds are with the Rode Wireless Go over there.
Connected to cameras are directly to YOLO box.
Connect to cameras because it's connected that as you can see on the video, there's on the left side there's a camera below the left side of the light. That camera is pointing the guy who is on the screen now, and that microphone goes to that camera, and vice versa. The right side camera the microphone goes on the left side people, so you can always match the voice and the people if you're having that one. So you can, if you have like one speaking, you can cut another voice out if he's doing something that gives like a scratches or something like that on the voice.
And when video and audio are coming through the same HDMI connector, there ain't any lip sync issues. So
Yeah.
it's roughly like is it like a 0.2 second depending of the cameras, but something like that. So if you are shooting 25 frames per second, so then it might be like a 5 frames plus minus depending of the tech.
Yeah.
So then when the audio is coming through the camera and through the same HDMI connectors, you don't think about the audio sync issues at all.
Yeah. And this podcast setup is made that host can run that by himself. I don't need to be at the point. So when they start, they monitor their voice level, both voice levels, that are okay. Microphones are on and all those things. Of course, they can see also the voice, the sound bars on the screen also. So that's so simple setup that basically one button puts everything on,
Yes.
and then one button to record, and then everything is working. So
one extension cable with the power switch, and the studio is powered up, and then just a press rec.
yeah,
And not that many days training for the clients needed.
No, that's kind of easy. Of course, there could be hiccups that client doesn't look, take the sound, or doesn't figure it out that one. Yes. There could be, of course, those issues when you are not there, yes. But that's the client pays. You know, if they don't want to have the professional there, then there could be those ones.
And there was a comment of the 4K and cropping 4K in chat. So is that possible in YOLObox or?
Yeah. YOLObox records 4K, yes. So you can basically have example. If this is like a 4K, the HD is like a 25% of this approximately. Yes. So you can crop that much over there. So it's super convenient. On a post you can crop. Yes. And also this one is made. The framing is made so wide, so you can do, or they can do also horizontal, vertical versions for the Instagram Reels. Yes. So both can be done from same.
And is it with YOLObox, or what hardware makes it possible to make different cuttings from 4K videos, different framings?
Yeah, YOLObox can do that. Yes. Straight away. Yeah.
Yes, so you can have like a 4K, like a wider one, and then tighter ones of the.
Of course, you can do that on a post. If you want to do those on a live stream.
On live stream, or without hassle and time needed for the post processing.
There's also another one what we have used. It's an Odyssey or something like that. I can't remember the brand. Sadly, they don't make that anymore. But it's super nice. It can have like you can put 4K in, SDI 4K in, and you can have two separate SDIs out and one HDMI out. So you can have two different layouts from one image. Yes. That's super convenient. We have used that a lot in a talking heads.
Yes, like also with the Cinema EOS C50 50 camera that is having open gate, and you can have different framings directly from one frame. Okay,
let's go on next one, because we are running out of time. That was the deal that we don't talk too much about. Okay, this is as you can see on the left side, there's the Odyssey one. This was Instagram Live, and we shot that for Finnish airline company Finnair. There was 3 cameras, 2 with on a tripod, and then one I was doing that handheld. So yeah, there was 3 persons, me on a camera, and then one guy on a video mixing and one guy on sound mixing. There was like a band doing show over there. So it was nice to have an audio mixer for that, because it ain't that easy to have like a
professional audio from the musicians.
Yeah, we have 3 cameras there. I was having the The C70 was like really wide angle. What's the newest RF lens? 10 to
RF 10 to 20.
Yeah, 10 to 20.
F4.
That one there to have, because it was Instagram live.
Yes.
And it was easier to shoot that on horizontal because that was on my handheld, and we just crop it center of that one. Because on a 4K signal you can crop easily one, like a horizontal, the vertical one straight from the camera. Yes. So it was a super wide angle shot with that one on straight. Yes. And then we had like a communication system. I was shooting, and the guy who was doing the video cutting, he was saying, go on that instrument, go on that one. I want to have that image. Then yes. I ran back and forth there to have that image.
And nowadays, is it possible to do Instagram lives from the computers?
Yes.
Yes, because earlier it was possible only with the mobile mobile devices, and there were some
we use OBS for that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We on that case we have the Roland mixer.
Yes.
And we have the mix pre first on there on a sound device mix pre, getting sound for the mix table, and then going to the Roland, and then
to OBS.
Yeah. No, it was coming from the camera. It was through the camera because the delay. Yeah.
Yes, for the synkless.
Not 7 to 14, not the fisheye one. It was the 10 to 20.
Yes, RF 10 to 20 f4.
I should have that one with me. Yeah. So we were talking about this one. So that was the one with what I had on the. Yeah, I haven't used the new fisheye. Is it 7 to?
7 to
14. Yeah, I haven't used that one. I have the older one.
So this is.
It's that wide, as you can see. That's super wide, but still the lines are straight.
And by the way, this is EOS R6 Mark III. So this is also having waveform monitors and those vertical guides if needed.
Should we show also the fisheye one? How does it look on there? I don't know how people use it, the fisheye ones. I have the. Let's see. Let's show the fisheye one. This is the old EF one, the 8 to 15 millimeter, and that have like a EF to RF adapter, or RF to EF, which way around. And as you can see, now all the lines are not straight anymore. It's like a crooked. And if you zoom out, you can have like a square over there. Yeah.
And we are not having that new lens here, but with the new RF 7 to 14, it's possible to have a spherical 190 degrees. Also for the video with the help of the open gate.
Okie dokie. Okay, let's continue the setups.
But somebody told that we need to hurry up. So.
Okay, let's go the streaming all in. So, as we thought about, we're gonna talk about from the small production, one-man army, to bigger ones. So this photo. Let's put the photo. Yeah, this photo is from Canon event actually. This is during the COVID time. We had on our studios in Helsinki, Lauttasaari. We have a studio over there, and we have their bigger live streaming setup. We had one camera with the green screen, so we could have like presentation on behind the people. Then we have the magician over there to doing magic tricks. So that was we had like 5 cameras over there, if I remember correctly. And then we have the sound guy over there, also having the take a look at the sounds. And then we had like a few people online also there. So there was like a lot of interactions going in. I don't know, basically those bigger setups are kind of similar to the small ones, you know.
Yes.
There isn't that much difference. You just add more cameras, more microphones.
Just scale up and
Yeah.
and now you are also having that 8M, the 8 channel 8M
Yeah.
mixer.
Yeah, that was using the 8M TV studio, was it called?
Yes, so the old one before before COVID things. So
Change the world.
yes, so you had to match the frequencies and the resolutions of the inputs, etc. So while nowadays the latest ones are doing everything automatically.
Yeah. I'm not going to go thank you yet. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a few more things. Oh, we have one camera shut down, or the screen is shut down, but probably you can see me. I'm gonna put that one so you can see me bigger. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. As a one-man army camera guy, I tend to use card, as you could see on those ones there on a PDS photos. So this one is the one which helps your life, save your back, and also super convenient to use. Normally I have my laptop over here. If I'm shooting stills on a tethered, I have a tether cable here. Then I have for client, I have a hairspray, of course, for the flying hair, super good one. Powder, so we can have the gloves off from the skin. I also normally have, is it a lint tape? I don't know what's that in English. Teippiharja. You probably don't. A brush, you have like a tape, you can take the lints and stuff out from your clothes. So that one normally with me. I always power this one with the power bank, so you can charge while shooting if you have a batteries that need to be charged. And I always have like a 5G modem with me, so I'm always having internet. If clients want to have internet on a location, I can provide that one. Also charge their phones here, and it's easy to have all the setups. So I have like a tripods over there, light stands over there, so easy to just grab those. Yeah, this is the key for super convenient one-man army style shoot. Do you have only anything to add on this one?
No, so and you can roll that around and
yeah,
and
yeah, roll this always with me.
How about airport security then, when you are working at the airports as well? So
they're kind of used to me with this one, at least in Helsinki airport. Yeah, I always need to, of course, get these through the X-ray machine, so they're gonna scan all these things. But yeah, they're used to me with this. Of course, I don't go this where the passengers go. We have like a bigger places, those security checks over there.
yes, because even with a lot lighter setups,
yeah,
been there, done that. So
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna jump over there. So if there's any questions about these ones. Oh, sorry. I guess if there's nothing questions, we could say thank you. It's been like a little bit more than an hour or so.
So any late comments or questions
Oh, there's a good deal on the C50 also, so grab that one. That's a good one. Yeah, the C50 and the OpenGate, the same what the R6 Mark III have that one also. It's super nice to have that one. You know, when you're shooting both, because nowadays clients basically every time they want to have a horizontal one and the vertical one. Yes. And with those, it's way more easier to do those both in a fly.
And sometimes it happens that a client might have different visions after the shooting has been done. So
that's true. I want to put the screen again for the. So I just want to say, if you have any questions, you can mail me, and you can also put on a chat. We can see those later on. If you want to follow me on Instagram at Pasi Salminen, and also there's those websites you can see my work. pasisalminen.com, that's my main, and highres.fi. I also do I sell service for the bigger jobs where it's more than me shooting, so there's always someone else with me.
Bigger productions?
Yeah, bigger productions. And then event photo.fi that for the events. Yeah. Yes. I guess that's it.
Yes. Thanks a lot for everybody and also Cyberphoto organizing, and have a nice streamings. Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.